these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey. And for a lot of these teams that have playoff hopes, it seems like small beginnings, but this is where those playoff dreams and ultimately those Super Bowl runs all get their starts.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, here's the former Viking. It's Alexander Madison. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stop for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll stick with Madison. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, last year's all-pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
These preseason games, Mike, they can be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth to potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. With that, we'll give you a look at the draft class from this past April. And obviously, any time you select a quarterback with your first pick, He's going to steal most of the headlines, but this organization feels like they were able to add some other foundational pieces in the selections that follow. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based.
And he'll take it on in. Jalen Miller. Touchdown, Vikings.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. The veteran, Amir Abdullah. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. Turner goes in motion. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He'll try to run for it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Here's Powell to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Man in motion, heading left. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that
to the goal line and in. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings move out on top, 14-0. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Laube now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. On the ground, Abdullah. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll toss this one out to Madison. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's brought in by Myers. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the draw, here's Madison. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. 2nd and 5. Now this looks like a design run. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Two, and here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They'll get 19 out of that play. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Got a man, that's Sherfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll look to pick up. Reichert out now, following the touchdown. This one away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Heading back onto the field. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Looking middle, and he's got Myers.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to sprint them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A run here with Abdullah. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll run, and this is Dylan Laube. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He's going to run it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Raiders get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And he goes after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get him.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. We'll try and hurry to the line here. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He's got a man down the field. That's Powell.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Raiders offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They go play action. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. Oh, that's swung and empty. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Raiders offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Slot man in motion left. On first and 10, it's Ritter. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I just love the creativity and what it allows when you have the skill set of a running back like this, that he can line up all over the field. In this last play, Mike, you see him line up in the slot, but he's really capable of running routes from all the different receiver positions. And
the pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
On the ground, it's Akers. Now, a loose football. One of the Raiders has got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how the...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay.
Is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll run here with Akers. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. First and 10. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They run with White. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Zamir White. And he's going to take this all the way home. Zamir White. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got a man open. It's Schofield. And he will score. Fran Schofield. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Abdullah now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He gets free. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Carlson now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and the wideout. getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Really nice.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Here's Darnold again. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Darnold to throw again. That's caught by Chandler. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Akers. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. the gun. It's Ritter. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On second down, it's Ritter. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll send their tight end left. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will walk. Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Darnold. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They send a receiver in motion left. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Akers. He'll get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. Here's Darnold. He's got it at the 3. We'll try and pick this up by running option to the right. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Ritter on 1st down. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. He'll find his running.
It's very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is